And we're off.
Welcome back, guys, to week 3 of NFL football. We are the Cowboys cast, and this week we're going to cram in week 2 and week 3 since last week it was a little off for us, but we're learning. Keep sticking with us, guys, and you'll have a good cast to listen to. So first off, the Game 2 ending. What'd you think about that ending last week against the Falcons?
Well, man, it's the play that everybody's talking about, and for damn good reason. You understand me, man? It's something that we haven't seen happen in I don't know how long, dude. A fluke onside kick where literally five of the Falcons' defense, or the front line, man, was just sleeping. You know, they were waiting for something to happen. And you know what? In a way, it's kind of like a good karma for us, man, because we've had kind of special play mishaps famous for us. Remember Leon Lett back in the day, bro? Yep. He touched that freaking fumble in the snow, and then he was just shucking and jiving, and they caught him one. I think that was in 95, but don't quote me, man. I think it's finally we got some good karma, man, coming our way, and we got a win that, quite frankly, I believe we didn't deserve, man.
We did not deserve it. Speaking of that, actually, onside kick, I actually took a note of it that the last successful onside kick that the Cowboys did was December 28th of 2014 against Washington. You know what I mean? That's
Wait, say it again.
6 years ago.
6 years ago?
6 years ago against Washington. And then again, we all know Washington hasn't been a good team in who knows how long, you know?
Yeah.
So that's just one of the notes I had about that. But yeah, speaking of that onside kick, I was hearing the commentator say that the Falcons could have gotten that ball soon as it got kicked. But lucky for us, they did not know that the Cowboys can't touch until the 10-yard line.
Yeah, man. So you know what? Because of their mistake, we ended up getting a W. And
not too proud of it.
Not too proud of it, but we'll take it, man.
We'll take it.
Dubs are hard to freaking get, man. Dubs are hard to get.
And even then, the Falcons now 2 weeks in a row that they've letting out a lead. Get them.
I think what you're trying to say, man, is like the Falcons, man. We'll take a win, man, but it's a win that I shouldn't. You know, I'm not too comfortable as a Cowboys fan. We beat the team that's notorious for giving up 25-point leads. Let's not forget the lead in the Super Bowl. No one forgets 28-3. And it turns out that this week, man, they blew another 25-point lead to the Bears, man, of all teams. So you know what? We didn't really. Yeah, shout out Nick Foles. Shout out, Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Bear down. And anyways, man. So yeah, we beat up a team that's notorious choke artists. You know, Didn't give us a lot of confidence into this week, but as it's a tradition around here, we always have to have kind of like the bright stars, which is just our favorite players of the game, man. And my bright star for week 2 was Greg the Leg Zuerlein, man. Zuerlein, whatever the hell his name is, man, the kicker, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had a hell of an onside kick, little pooch kick, dude. That thing just rolled, and on top of that, he had to hit a boomer from I don't know how much out, bro. But
with the pressure though.
The pressure, man. He really did come in, and for the brand moment, as the boys over there at McAfee like to say, dude, he really came in for kickers. Had a good look, man. So that's my bright star, Shorty. What about you, big guy?
I would say the bright star for me is C.J. Goodwin. He's the one that recovered the onside kick. Without him, I feel like the game would have been over. So I feel like sometimes you can't give the credit to who kind of saved the game. I'm talking about Greg the Leg Zuerlein, but mostly who set up that opportunity. If it wasn't for C.J. Goodwin, I don't think we would have gotten the chance to go down the field and give Zuerlein the chance to actually kick us the field goal. But that's just my opinion. But both of them were good stars, you know. Our bright stars of the week.
Hey, bright stars of the week, man. And that's at a high note. And now let's talk about week 3, a low note, man. So week 3, what can I say, man? This is fresh off the loss. It just isn't. What can I say, man? What do you got to say, big fella?
I mean, we always talk about the Cowboys being America's team, and we're always the most. We are America's team, but we're the most popular. People look at us saying that we're gonna. I mean, we get 5 primetime games every year. We're the focal point of every NFL season. Whether you love us or you hate us, everyone looks at the Cowboys games. And last week's game was such a thriller. This week's game was such a thriller. But I feel like we're stale old chips with the offensive plays calls. Like, yeah, we get good plays here and there, but I feel like most of it is just stale offense. I don't know who's calling the plays, but what do you think about that?
It really is, man, and I think it's just bad interview skills on our part. We should really look up who looks up the plays, man. But I think it's Kellen Moore who's calling the plays, and dude, I'm with you, man. We looked like the same old Cowboys, man. Same old Cowboys, bro. We should have ran. When we should have ran, we passed. When we passed, we should have ran. Everything that we did, bro, just didn't really work at the beginning.
And looking at the game, I was telling you the same thing. I'm like, why are you passing it to Zeke on like side routes? I don't know how you call them.
I think that's an interesting. Yeah.
I feel like if as you watch the game, when Dak was throwing it to Zeke in front of him, it was good plays. You know what I mean? Like,
are you talking about like the placement of the ball, or are you talking about like using Zeke instead of running him as a traditional running back, using him lining up and like as a pass catcher?
Yeah, like in both ways, because when he runs the ball, you said it time and time again. He
That's
gets
my boy,
2,
man.
3, 4 yards.
I think we should give
time.
Zeke. If we don't give Zeke, can you do me a favor, man? Can
Yeah.
you look up the stats really quick? How many times did we give Zeke the ball today?
Zeke is right here. He had targets 12.
No, that's receiving. Go to rushing.
Oh, receptions, isn't it? Or right here, you mean?
Yeah, go to rushing.
Okay. Defense. Kicking.
Let's see, go up. Anyways, dude, what I really wanted to say, man, if we don't give Zeke at least the ball 30 times, bro, it's done. It's done. 14 carries, 34 yards. We gave the ball to our best player not even 20 times, man. You know? So I understand what you're saying, that like the ball placement was bad, but I just really think, man, that we're using Zeke in a completely wrong way. We want him to be like a Christian McCaffrey. We're using him like a Madden out there, bro. That dude's a pit bull, man.
He's a runner.
You just line him up straight. Dude, look, I don't know much about much in this life, but one thing I have heard a lot of smart people say, and that's what I do. I just repeat things that smart people say. Hey, man, do you know what the shortest point between points are? The shortest distance between 2 points is?
No, I do not.
It's a straight fucking line. You understand me?
Yeah, I do.
So, yeah. It's a straight line, man, and that's what we have to do. We have to be able to just line up the ball and go forward, man. And I understand their offensive line was dinged up, and that's another thing I think we need to talk about, man, because I didn't recognize our offensive line, man. Yeah, no. We had Zach Martin lining up as a right tackle, and hey, kudos to that guy, man, because he did a hell of a job. That's not easy, man. That's not easy lining up at guard when you're used to having kind of two boys on your right shoulder, just kind of in the middle, just a brawler, dude. But when you're a tackle, especially a right tackle, man, you got to be able to just set the tone in the run game. And also, you're on an island, man, pass blocking. So that just really speaks to the type of value that Zach Martin adds to that offensive line, man. The dude is a stud.
Zach Martin is one of the greatest picks I think we've had in recent years. I mean, don't get me wrong with Zeke and all that stuff, but I feel like it starts off at the O-line, and we did really good building up the O-line.
Yeah.
Once Travis Frederick kind of retired, it hit us bad.
It's deteriorating.
Yeah, Tyron Smith is always hurt every year. I mean, he's a dog, but he's a little bit older. He went into the league really young. He's just a dog. And
Shout out, he was at USC, Pac-12, baby. But no, dude, I'm with you, man. Our offensive line is just deteriorating. And like today just kind of shows that, dude, we had completely different faces out there, bro. I don't know who was lining up at left tackle. It was number 69. Then we had Connor Williams. We had a rookie at center. Then we had Joe Looney at right guard. Then we had Zach Martin at right tackle.
I did tell you earlier, though, when we were talking about the game, that it doesn't have to become an excuse either, because we're always good with excuses, you know? Yeah, our line is not the same, but at the same time, how come other teams have rookies and veterans and all these guys, and they can ball out? Why can't we ball out?
Well, yeah, dude, I'm with you, man, and I want it just as bad as you are. But I just think it's a solid thing to note, man, because it was an ugly game from the start, and I think that's kind of, I don't know what the heck was going up there in Seattle, man. I don't know if these guys maybe hit a little dispensary and had some edibles, dude, and just had them extra vitamins in their system or something, bro, because Zeke looks sluggish. Our offensive line was dinged up, but you're right, man. These guys are pros.
This is 2 weeks in a row, though, that we start slow. What is it, every week they're going to try a new dispensary or something like that?
Yeah, dude, maybe, man. Who freaking knows,
bro? Trying to taste the best gummies in the world, or what's the deal right there? You know, we're super slow, super sluggish. We get the spark at the end, and last week it worked, but that was on a miracle. This week we saw it didn't work, so it's crazy. We should go through some of our notes. What do you think were good things, bad things, and finish off at the end. See what we thought about the game.
Okay. Yeah, man. And first of all, let me just say a shout out to the people who are looking at us at Twitter, man. Remember to follow us at a couple Cowboys.
No, actually, it is CowboysCastHQ.
Good looks, man. Sorry about that. I forgot, ladies and gentlemen. What is it? Say it again, Shorty.
CowboysCastHQ.
CowboysCastHQ on Twitter, man. Follow us out, big guys.
We're still learning. Help us out, guys. Give us a follow. Stick with us, and like I said, this is going to be your favorite Cowboys cast for years to come.
Dude, just in this pandemic world of 2020, man, we really can't be packed in the stands. We can't be at the bars out there high-fiving Cowboys fans. So just think of us as that
virtual fan that you could high-five.
Exactly, man. Always, bro. It's no overreaction. We don't do nothing. It's always a positive thing, man. I got faith in our team. But anyways, man.
Always, Cowboys faithful,
Cowboys faithful, bro. But let's go through our notes, man. Go ahead. What do you want to start off?
I want to talk about Diggs. Diggs, he's a rookie. I think it is Stephon Diggs' brother, actually.
Stephon Diggs' brother, the cornerback, correct?
Yeah, the cornerback. He sometimes he messes up, sometimes he does really good, but he's a rookie. They have to go through the ups and downs. But that stop on DK, what?
You're talking about the fumble that he poked out.
Yeah. Well, DK, first of all, he's on my fantasy.
Dude, mine too, bro.
Come on, DK. Bro. You're bragging a little and see what happens. I mean, good for the Cowboys because that was a touchdown right there. But I mean, Diggs was a great no give up on a play type of man. It was a clear cut touchdown by DK, and Diggs just came in, punched the ball, gave us the ball back.
Dude, I
thought it was good right there.
That's effort, as like the coaches like to say, man. That's an effort play. That thing's gonna be clipped.
That's an old school. Give me some effort.
Yeah,
that was the effort.
Yeah.
That's the effort that coaches talk about.
That's like a Frank Kush play right there, bro. Just go get after it. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. I'm with you.
Another stat that we had was that D-Law has had no sacks. Like, come on, how much money did we pay the guy?
Dude, I think if make no mistake, I believe when we signed him at the time, he was the highest paid Cowboys contract of all time, man.
He was, and it was a prove-it deal. He did prove it, but then what does he give us afterwards? Duds. I don't think he's been elite since he got that contract.
You know what? This is something that maybe, hey, man, again, bad interview skills over here. I need to dig deeper into the film. But one thing I really haven't seen, stats can be kind of misleading, man, especially when you're talking about defensive line play. Because if he's getting two guys every time, you know what I'm saying, then maybe he's opening up other plays and he's doing his job, So true. Maybe stats are a little bit misleading. And right now it's early, but, dude, I want to see some sacks too, man. Is that too much to ask? I want that dude to get after it, bro, but I don't know what's going on.
He got money for sacks, you know what I mean? Jones is going to tell him, hey, I gave you all this money, produce some sacks,
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Donald gets double teamed too, and he still gets sacks,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Stats are misleading, but sometimes you just got to man up, get your cojones, and push guys out the way and get after it. Aaron Donald does it almost every week, and he gets double teamed, So... Did we make a mistake giving D-Law that much money?
I don't know.
Knows?
Who knows? But you know what? He's a good player, and I'm riding with D-Law. Yo, shout out D-Law if you see this, man. Come on the podcast and tell us we don't know anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, dude, I'm with you, bro. Another thing that I kind of wanted to reiterate, man, was another special teams, man. We just came out sloppy. What was it? We missed a field goal that initially put us down 3 points.
Yeah.
That was the initial difference. Like, I know we lost by, 7?
Yeah,
but still, man, you know what I'm saying? That's 3 points or 2 points that we should have just definitely gotten, or 1 point. I don't even remember what the heck it was. Bad interview skills, dude. But special teams, man, those little details really kind of end up winning games, man.
And then out of nowhere in quarter 2, Cedric Wilson to the house.
Ooh,
who the hell is Cedric?
Yeah,
Wilson,
hold up.
Cedric
Wilson, baby.
Motherfucking Wilson.
Welcome aboard, dude. Welcome aboard. Yeah, man. He balled out, bro. He really balled out.
He earned that start today, Cooper didn't do much. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe he's injured.
I think he's a little banged up because he was on my fantasy squad, and I saw a little Q there the whole week. So, dude, Cooper's nice though, man. When Amari gets on that field, bro, he's a sharp route runner, and he just needs to be 100%, man. Because if he's not that big of a dude, he's not very explosive, but he's to the details, man. So that guy has to be 100%, man. We need him.
Wilson did actually take that motto of next man up. He balled out today, so he was the next man up. He did great this week,
He really did. He really did.
The thing that pissed me off right before the half was that Dak threw a pick right before the half. When we needed the points the most, he got a pick, man.
You know what, man? Great teams and great coaches always reiterate, man, the end of the half, that second quarter, and the beginning of the third quarter to get points. The great ones like Nick Saban, the great ones like Bill Belichick, man, if you really notice those teams, they always score at the half, whether it's 3, whether it's 7. Because if you think about it, man, if you win the toss, you defer, and you get that last possession, that could be a 14, that could be a 6, it could be a 10-point swing. It's crucial. And what do?
We dud it.
Poop the bed.
Big time.
Man.
Like, come on. Like, you should treat the second half, the last 2 minutes of the second half, like the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Try to get those points so you can get momentum in the locker room. Start, the camaraderie with the guys. Just get all amped about it that you got points right before the half.
Yeah.
And then you get the ball starting off the second half. Like, I feel like that should be like a really crucial thing in the locker room. And I don't know what it was with us. We just started out. Well, I mean, we ended it bad. We ended the second half bad. I mean, the first half, second quarter bad.
And I'm going to say this again, man. What I really don't like is, dude, Mike McCarthy, I understand first year. But, dude, I want to see more discipline, man. We were so lackluster when we had under Jason Garrett, man. You could tell that people didn't really care. And we're kind of making the same mistakes under Jason Garrett again, man.
I mean, Mike McCarthy has that, how do you say it, status. They were saying that, like, oh, he had Aaron Rodgers and this. He's a Super Bowl winner, and it's going to be different from Jason Garrett. I feel like it's Jason Garrett again.
Yeah.
If you hide both coaches, like, under, like, some smoke screen or something, put up the stats, I feel like we're playing for Jason Garrett.
Yeah, man. It's something that I really don't like, dude. But hopefully that changes, man. Hopefully Mike McCarthy can maybe gain some control of the offense, man, and really start swinging, really start making things go better for us, man. Just really, we gotta find our identity. And I understand it's only week 3, and people really don't know what's cooking until week 8. But right now, we don't have anything we need for the. We don't have anything we need, man. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. What's another thing that caught your eye, big fella?
Let's see. What do I got right here? Gallup. Gallup was
Michael Gallup.
He did great. It kind of gets me mad too because I have him on my bench on fantasy, but that's not the point. It's just a little hatred over me of my stupid decisions. But he balled out. He was quiet for the first 2 games, and that's what I like. We have an offense that's so dynamic. We have 3 really good players. We have Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Gallup. And I don't understand why the play calling didn't involve Gallup that much. Today, he did great. I think his stats was around 130 yards and a touchdown. Like, that's amazing, And I don't know why we don't use him as much. We have a better offense than defense. So we got to start putting up the numbers. And like I always say, why can't we be the team that's up 40 points or a team's like 12 points and we're like the 50-point one?
Yeah, man.
We're always struggling and fighting for our wins, which is it makes good games, but finish the damn game, Don't give us all that suspense all game and then we shit the bed.
Yeah. Man, it is really, dude, I just want to be able to pour it on him, man. With who we have, we should really pour it on him. But I know today, another thing to understand, that offensive line was banged up too, man. But another thing that's, I think my biggest mistake, man, or I think our biggest mistake constantly, man, is like we don't have an identity. And I know what you mean, man. We have all these nice bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? We got Amari Cooper. We got Gallup. We got Cedric Wilson. We got 86. And then, like, they want to throw Zeke in there. Like, okay, we got Zeke over here. Like, we want to be something we're not. We want to be like the Chiefs. We want to be something like that, dude. But in reality, dude, we're probably an old school team, from my understanding, where we can line up with a fullback and just go downhill, man. Especially with an offensive line that's trying to figure it out. If you can just get them firing off the ball and really just driving down, man, that gets everything going. And that's simple. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my biggest mistake, dude. I think that's our biggest mistake, man. If we don't give the ball to Zeke at least 25, 30 times, we lose. And today, case in point, we gave it to him 14 times, man. And I understand it was small, and I understand it was bad, man. But if you really think about it, that's only 14 times this game where that offensive line was able to really fire off the ball and just get after it. So you're telling me every other snap, dude, they were taking back pass blocking, just getting teed off on.
You got a point there.
We have to really understand our strengths, man. And if a couple clowns like us can notice that wearing luchador masks right here, dude, like, what are they really doing over there?
I'm pretty sure all the fans out there that are going to tune into the Cowboys cast are thinking the same thing. It's like, we are some mediocre people on the couch drinking beers, chilling on our...
Actually, no drinking for me, man. I'm getting on a regimen. You feel me? I'm going to get jacked.
You don't know what he's talking about.
Shut up, man.
But I'm just saying, like, if a couple of bums on the couch can read off the plays and say what we're doing wrong, like, it gets to a point where, like, we do have some good points. Not just us, too. The fans in general. It's like, what are we thinking? Like how you said, we have no identity. We're not the Chiefs. We don't have a quarterback like Mahomes, Kyler Murray, or Jackson that can run.
And that's not a knock on Dak, man.
It's not. You know? Dak can run when he needs to run.
I'm a big fan of Dak, man, and I want him to succeed, but we just need to put him in a position to succeed. Someone needs to say, look, man, you're not the best player, and when things get hairy, if it's a 3rd and 4, your job is to hand the ball to 21. Don't give it to him on the screen. Don't do anything like that, man. Get that dude going north-south.
Straight, and
get the first.
Pummel it through the guy's throat and just get that first down.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
This game stressed me out so much because every time we have a 3rd and something.
Welcome being a Cowboys fan, bro. Welcome to being a Cowboys
3rd and something, we were saying run it. 3rd and 3.
Always.
3rd and 2. Always. And we decide to pass it to Zeke on a slant or a wheel route or whatever it is.
Dude.
And it's like, what are you calling? Like, that's some of the dumbest plays that we saw. And like I said, we're just a couple Cowboys with some luchador masks.
Yeah, dude, we're just a couple Cowboys. And hey, shout out, man. I'm not trying to do no copyright infringement. This is El Santo, baby. Rest in peace. One of the best Mexican wrestlers of all time. And that is Blue Demon, bro. We're just a couple fans. It looks dope. But look forward to the next couple of weeks, man. We're going to get our own mask coming out. So stay tuned for that, bro. Stay tuned for that. But anyways, yeah, man. Same old Cowboys, same old situation, same old complaints, and same old results. Are we going to another 8-8?
By the looks of it, I mean, I was telling you right now, we are tied with Washington, I believe, at 1-2. That's not something to be proud of, you know. Washington's 1-2. I think we're 1-2. The Eagles are 0-2, and I think a tie today. And then the Giants are 0-3. Like, we're in first place, but not in the best way possible.
Yeah, man, we're in first place.
And every season is the same way. Like, I think it was last season we were 8-8 or so, and we had to play the final game against the Eagles, which they took the NFC East crown. But it's like, that's not something to be proud of, to win 9 and whatever and be like the leader of the division. Like, that's, look at other divisions. Baltimore with like 12-4.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah, dude.
Rams,
we could be the sorriest freaking team this year and get into the playoffs, and that's all that really matters. You know what I'm saying?
But then we gotta put in.
We gotta put in it, man. I just want something to look forward to, man.
Remember when
I just want something to look forward to.
We were one of the most dominant elite divisions that was entertaining. We had Eli Manning, not the best quarterback out there, but he was competitive. He won 2 Super Bowls. We had Donovan McNabb. We had Tony Romo. You know, like, our division was hard. Yeah. I think we passed the thrones off to NFC West with Seahawks, the Rams, Cardinals. So it's just intense.
It really is, man, and it's sad. It's sad to see that decline. But I think we're going to be able to see, I don't know, I always like being a half glass full type of guy, man, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I want us to improve, you know? Hey, Russell Wilson, the Seahawks, guess what, pal? They're a damn good football team up there in Seattle, you know? So if we could hang out with them, hang around, yeah. It was a tough game, dude. At least we didn't get smoked out, but still, dude, I want to win, man. I want to win, man, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, speaking of, like, winning and a good side note, when we started the third quarter, we did 3 plays, 94 yards on 39 seconds. Like, why can't we start off the game like that?
Yeah, dude. And you know what? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like we waste a lot of time, and I was saying this the whole game. Dak had a good pocket, and when he needs to heave it, he doesn't heave it. He just tosses it off a little slant. He's a good thrower,
dude.
Deep.
It's classic. It's classic Duncan Dak, dude.
Yeah, it's Duncan Dak. That's
Duncan Dak, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Duncan
come
Dak.
on. Like, he did really great throws. His stats were off the line, but at the same time, throw it when it matters. Not when it matters. Throw it in the early part of the game. Put us up high. Don't be chasing that win last minute. Throw that ball and just, get the balls to just throw the ball more often, I feel. Run it with Zeke, confuse the lines, then throw it deep to CeeDee Lamb. We got a deep fast threat right there. Gallup is a deep threat. Cooper his routes are impeccable. So, no, I feel like we should throw it more often.
Hey, do me a favor now. Spell impeccable.
IMPE.
Okay. Anyways, man. No, dude, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean, though, man. I want more an aggressive play calling too, man. And really, in that third quarter, we did come out. We looked confident, man. We really did.
We got the ball rolling.
Rhythm. Yeah, dude, we really did.
We were finding the rhythm, but
just a little too late, man. Just a little too late. Too little too late. When we founded everything, man, we just had tough breaks on the offense, man. And when Michael Gallup caught that crazy pass that reminded me of Julian Edelman catching into the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Remember that?
Against the 28-3 Falcons.
Yep, dude, just jiggling it up. And I thought we were really going to win, man. I was like, oh, this is it, bro. We got it in the bag.
We shouldn't say Michael Gallup. We should call him Magic Gallup now. That was just a magical play right there.
Yeah, that was it, man. But I don't know. Zeke kind of continued to struggle a little bit in the third quarter. Maybe he took another edible at halftime. Who knows, man?
At the end, you were talking about, you were saying that we should let Seattle score when there was like 3 minutes left, And it's a good approach because, let them score, give us the ball to score.
Yeah, you know why I said that, man, is because I remember, I think one of the Super Bowls, I believe it was Holmgren in 96 or 97 in San Diego when it was the Broncos and the Packers, I believe. They let Terrell Davis just walk into the end zone because they wanted that last possession. And I was thinking that too, man. We ended up a little bit more time, and they ended up just scoring anyways, So might as well just freaking pretend like you pulled a hamstring and let DK just go all the way up, save some time, man. But yet again, toward the end of the game, I saw a little bit of the things that we saw in week one, man. Just sloppy play.
Yeah, we got really bad flags at the end of the fourth quarter.
Just sloppy play all around.
We got really bad flags when we were supposed to be on that drive to win, and we still went up most of the field. But what pissed me off was that we had a minute and 40-some seconds, 3 timeouts, and they were throwing really, I would say, questionable calls. Some of them worked, dump off to Elliott. Elliott would get out. But some of the plays that was right in the middle, or it's what are you thinking? You got 3 timeouts and
go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I think one of the plays we ran 13 seconds off just because we were diddle-dallying.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Go for it. I told you multiple times. It's 2nd and 10 on the 30-40 yard line. Or 1st and 10. Dak, throw that ball first 2 tries. If it doesn't work out, run Zeke for 10 yards out, timeout. Try it again, but go for the win. Don't wait till last minute. Because a field goal wasn't going to do us any good because we were still going to be down by 4 points.
Yeah. It was, dude, we just were running around. We did look disorganized. And again, man, those little details fall out to the head coach. At the end of the day, that falls down on the head coach, Mike McCarthy. So, it's just, we didn't do what we did. And at the end of the day, I felt like we just didn't deserve to win.
We did not.
You understand? We just didn't deserve to win. And that's it. But you know what? You know who deserves a little bit of love today? Even though we lost?
Our Bright Stars?
I think it's time for the Bright Stars, man. Right? I think we wrapped it up. Hey, thank you very much, man. If you really did listen to this whole episode, we just want to say thank you, man. Keep riding with us. And let's go, man. Bright Stars, partner.
Let's see.
What do we got?
I say, even though I knock on him a lot sometimes, but Dak is my man. Dak is America's team's man. He did really good. Let me pull up his stats a little right here.
Yeah.
Dak went for 472 yards and 3 touchdowns.
2 interceptions.
2 interceptions. I mean, one of them I think it wasn't really much his fault because I think it was at the end of the game. But still, actually, he did a great scramble at the last play. And I was thinking the game is alive.
Yeah, and he just threw it up.
And you just gotta say a Hail Mary right there, I mean, he at least got out of the pocket, almost a sack. He threw the ball. It was more of a heave, so I don't really count that interception. So I would say it's a 3 touchdown to 1. So he's my bright star, but I want him to sling it a little bit more as a go for the win type of thing. That's my point of view.
Yep.
What about you? Who's your bright star?
Dude, my bright star is Zach Martin, baby. The big old right guard out of Notre Dame that today he lined up for right tackle, to my knowledge, for the first time in his career. But the dude was a stud probably his whole life. Maybe he did it all in high school. Maybe he was a quarterback, right tackle. Who knows what he did at Notre Dame. But anyways, man, that man showed out, and it was rough. There were some plays where he might have gotten beat, man. But just to really have the confidence to set that dude out there, he's either a sign that we're getting really desperate or he's that good. We need Lyle Collins back. We need Tyron Smith back. And we need depth on that O-line, man.
We do.
Get on that horn, Jerry. Make some phone calls. Bring in somebody, man, because we need help.
How come we have not just us, but Earl Thomas, man? I feel like we should pull in Earl Thomas.
Dude, that's a different discussion for a whole different time, man. I just think he's a huge distraction that we just don't need. And at the end of the day, man, coaches and teams and organizations. Listen, and when you're losing, man,
you need everything that you need.
No, dude, when you're losing, guys like that are the last things that you need, man, because they're hooting and hollering, bringing everything down. When people just really need to understand what's going on. And I think at this point, man, in the Cowboys locker room, you don't bring in somebody else. Like, if you don't got it with this team, you don't got it, man. I think those guys got to dig deep, and we got a lot to do, man. We got a lot to do.
Like you dug deep for the Falcons game. Yeah. That's the heart that we need.
Listen, that's the past, man. That's the past. So let's go ahead and we look over to week 4.
Against the Browns.
October 4th, man. We're playing the Brownies, man. The Cleveland Brownies. OBJ, Baker, and the boys. Myles Garrett might be teeing off on our man Dak.
This is how much confidence America has on America's team. We're favored on that game by 5.5 points, while we're 1-2 and the Brownies are 2-1.
Well, yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. We really should be. We're one field goal away. We're 1 month fake onside kick. From being 0-3, man.
We are. If some football players knew the rules,
we'd be 0-3.
We'd be 0-3.
So you know what, man? I'm not feeling good about this game. And if we lose to the Browns, I think next week is honestly, man. The way that I like to look at the NFL, the way I like to look at a lot of things in my life are by quarters, you know. And week 4, it's a quarter of the season down right there, man.
That's quickly.
So, quarter of the season down, man. And if we lose to the Browns,
not just that, the Browns are infamous for being the biggest dud in the NFL. You know what I mean?
It is.
If we lose to the Browns, what a hit to our ego, I would say.
Dude, to hell with our ego, man. What a hit to our squad. What a hit to our season, man. I think next week is a must-win. What do you think?
I mean, we have the bigger
It's
stars.
a must-win.
We have the bigger stars in every aspect.
Dude, but stars don't win teams, man.
I mean, I'm just
Stars
saying,
don't win games. Teams win games, man.
That's why we've had the team for a while now. We've had 3 to 4 years together. What's the missing piece? We have a lot of the old people in there.
I'm the missing piece, dog. Sign me up, Jerry. I'll go out there and sling that rock, player.
Sign me up to be the water boy, because that's a good job.
Get me out there tossing the thing.
You guys need water. Who needs water? I'll be the professional water boy right there.
Hey, man, but honestly, man, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say next week, it's a must-win. Must-win. And you know what else is a must? You checking in next week, man. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode, man. It was a shitty loss, but I hope it was a better podcast, man. I think we're doing a lot better in our second.
Keep it locked in, guys. Like I said, this is our first year. Like many fans, we've been wanting to do something. This is where our heart's at, you know. So just
absolutely, man. Tomorrow I go to a 9 to 5, and from 8:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. Guess what I'm doing?
Thinking about
football and just not having fun, man.
And hating your job.
Hating my job, but hey, man, it pays the bills. And until we get better at this, I still gotta go, man. So remember,
keep it locked in.
Keep it locked in, man. And
CowboysCastHQ.
CowboysCastHQ is the name on YouTube, and that's our Twitter handle at CowboysCastHQ.
Do you have our Twitter just so we can shout out the people? Let's see.
Go ahead and get it on, man. Yeah, we want to shout out, man. We got a follower today. We got a couple likes. Our first one.
Okay, let's see. We got another notification. That's good right there. Okay, let's see. Shout out to Glebes68. That's how you say it?
Glebes68, man. He's a Cowboys and a Yankees fan. Shout out to being one of our first followers. And more importantly, to our very first follower is our man.
No, that's not him.
Yeah, that's him, dude.
That's him. I think it's Netty or Net Love and Kindness.
Net Love and Kindness, man. But he's a nice dude. Shout out, bro. Thank you for the follow, man. First one. We won't forget you, bro. Hey, many more to come, bro. Many more to come. So make sure to follow us at
CowboysCastHQ.
That's right. Tune in, man.
Tune in next week while we talk about the Browns and Cowboys.
Peace.
That was so good, bro.
That was smooth.
Yeah, that was smooth as hell. You know, we still need to